Techno. It's got to be, hasn't it?
Techno.
It's got to be techno.
Groovy, mate. Groovy. Honestly, I'm grooving on a night out to techno. Good afternoon, people. Welcome back to another video. I'm here again with Tim.
How's it going, guys?
So we're just going to sit here for a while and do a little bit of a Q&A. It'll be nice to get some information from someone else rather than just myself, and give you guys some more information and just try and make a decent video out of it. So we're just going to sit here for a while. I've got quite a few questions to answer. We've got about 20 or 25 to go through, so it should be good. Right, so first question we have: what do you usually eat on rest days? And it should be should it be different to when you train? So on rest days I usually eat pretty much exactly the same as what I'd eat on any other days. The calories would stay the same really throughout the week. It shouldn't really change on a rest day because it is really no different to how you train, and you are not burning any calories, well, not as much, but it shouldn't really change, it should be the same. Do you agree on that?
No, it's exactly the same as me. Like, I have the same amount of calories every day. Like, I do it on a weekly total rather than daily. I don't really carb cycle. I don't have high or low carb days, and so to be honest, I train 7 days a week, and I give myself a rest day when my body actually tells me that it needs a rest day, when I feel like I need a rest day. And so pretty much it's exactly the same for me. I don't change anything really. What program / split should you have if you're wanting to bulk? For me, I train the same when I cut to when I bulk. Maybe when I'm cutting, I add a little bit more heavy work because I want to maintain that strength. I don't want to lose any strength when I cut, but for me, bulking is about actually the amount of calories and macros you intake rather than the actual training style.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that as well. I do change up slightly, but usually it's just because I get bored of what I'm training with. Sometimes I get bored of a split and I feel like I need to change up a bit. Usually it's not due to whether I'm bulking or cutting, it'd usually be the same throughout. But just throughout the year I would change up slightly, just to make things a bit more interesting, and so you keep yourself interested in the gym and you don't get bored.
No, definitely, I agree. Yeah, it's not whether it's cutting or bulking, it's more just keeping the muscles shocking your body, just changing it up, so you don't get bored.
Next question we have: if you're going out, do you leave some macros spare to account for the alcohol that you would be taking in?
Good one.
So personally, I would maybe leave a little bit of calories left. I'd say if I'm hitting 3,300 calories for the day, I'd maybe go a bit short with 3,000 or just below, depending on what drink you're drinking though, because obviously beer is high in calories, but if you're having vodka then it does change up a bit, but it's all about personal preference whether you're drinking. So if you're having beers, I would lower your calorie intake for the day so you have more calories spare for the beers. But if you're having vodka, I would probably just keep it to the top of, like, the top bracket of what you're consuming for the day.
Now, pretty similar with me. I just usually leave quite a bit of carb left for the day, a few hundred calories, because I predominantly drink spirits and vodka. Just my biggest tip would be, when you're having your vodka and your spirits, take a low calorie mixer. So either have Coke Zero, Diet Coke, not full fat, because that's when the calories start coming in. If you're having 0 calorie drinks and mixers, then that's absolutely fine. Just leave a few carbs spare. I'm not on a night out tracking my calories thinking I've had too many vodka shots now, I can't have another one. Like, just leave a few calories spare, leave a few macros spare, and have low calorie mixers. Yeah, but also make sure you're having some fun as well. Don't restrict yourself. If you have reached your calorie limit, don't restrict yourself from drinking. If you want to have a good time, have a good time. It's only one evening. Exactly, you've gone out to have a good time. You're not going out to track macros, have you?
And also I would try and have a big meal before you drink as well, because if you don't eat much before, then the alcohol will hit you harder, quite obviously. So make sure. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, who are your biggest fitness inspirations? So who do you watch on YouTube, who you follow on Instagram?
That is a great question.
My biggest, for fitness, my biggest inspiration is Steve Cook.
Yeah, big lad.
He's a big boy, and I think his physique is just the top physique going. He's so big, but he's so athletic. I love the way he trains. I love the way he incorporates mobility, power, strength, hypertrophy. I love it. But then for actually YouTube, it's got to be Max Tuning for me. I think the
yeah.
boy is the Don. He is the G for me. I love his transitions. He's got the sickest angles in the game.
Yeah.
And he's just always so upbeat, always so positive, and the guy is just my idol when it comes to YouTube.
Yeah, well, definitely I can relate to Max Tuning with Tim, because if you watch Tim's videos, the transitions and the editing is fantastic. It's so much better than mine. I'm very just straight cut between clips, but if you do watch Tim, you'll see that he does try to be like Max Tuning, basically. But yeah, for me, I personally am a big fan of Christian Guzman and Joe Delaney. Joe Delaney is just a sick guy. Just makes me. He's just so positive and he makes me happy. He gets me on it. He just makes me quite inspired. And then Christian Guzman, obviously, he's a big figure in the fitness industry. He's only 24, and what he's achieved in such a short space of time is absolutely incredible. Like, I don't understand how people can't look up to him, because he's 24 years old. He's got all his companies. He's got a great physique. He's done great in his life. Absolutely smashing it. So I'd probably say Christian Guzman, Joe Delaney.
Christian Guzman is my number 2 when it comes to YouTube as well.
Steve Cook's got a great physique though, definitely.
Callum Von Moger as well.
Callum Von Moger, yeah.
He's a boy.
He's a big lad, he is.
Also David Lade.
Yeah, David Lade,
because he's a similar age to us. He trains similar to me. I'm constantly trying to chase his strength PRs.
Yeah.
Close on some stuff, but David Lade as well. He's got some sweet cinematography skills as well.
Yeah, and also he hasn't been doing YouTube that long, and his channel is absolutely blown up. I believe he's on like 500,000 subs, and he's been doing it for like a year, 2 years, which is absolutely incredible.
There's a lot of decent people out there.
Yeah,
and obviously we follow those guys on Instagram as well.
Yeah, that's just a short bracket of what there is out there. Because if you do look into like fitness and go on Instagram and YouTube, there are thousands of people out there, but they're just people that we pick out personally. Next question: what fitness brands are your favourite? Firstly, I'd just like to say bulk powders.
Same here. I've got to say V7 Fitness. You know, coating tech
sponsorship.
Yeah, but well, it links to Christian Guzman, doesn't it?
Yeah, Alphalete, big fan.
Alphalete's, they are doing bits in the industry. Just with that, the lifestyle range as well.
Yeah. If I had a bit more money, I'd definitely invest in a lot of Alphalete clothes. I do like Gymshark. Gymshark is up there. They have some really quality clothes. I also like Under Armour as well.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of Under Armour stuff, but I do notice that they are bringing out some decent gear. But like, it's not just the clothing as well, but Alphalete and Gymshark, they've just got a sick athletes as well.
Yeah.
Obviously the athletes we watch wear their apparel and Alphalete are.
And the people we obviously look up to, whatever they're going to be wearing, they look good in it, then other people want to wear it.
When training, should you be taking pre-workout, creatine and protein shakes? When should you use them, and is there a window for them to work?
When it comes to pre-workout, I'd definitely take it, obviously, before your workout, yeah. Probably about half an hour before, so it'd kick in when you start your workout.
Do you take them often?
I don't usually take pre-workout. Yeah. I'd either have like a coffee or a Monster.
Yeah, I'm quite an avid user of pre-workouts. I've had a lot of strong stuff in my time, mixed a lot of shit. I don't know. There's pros and cons to them. Recently I've not been on it as much because I don't want to become dependent on it. But if I'm going for a heavy day and I want to hit some PRs, then definitely I do take pre-workout.
And then in terms of creatine, there is obviously studies that it's not the best for you, but I personally think it's quite good. Obviously it stores water in your muscles and gives you more energy throughout your workout. So if I was to take creatine, I'd probably take it similarly to pre-workout, about half an hour before a session. But when you're taking creatine, you want to be hydrated, because obviously it's drawing water away from your brain and everywhere else and putting it into your muscles. So you definitely want to make sure you're drinking a lot of water, keeping hydrated.
Yeah, creatine, I personally don't take it. They recommend about 5 grams a day.
Yeah.
It just basically, obviously takes water to your muscles and it gives you more inorganic phosphate, so ATP, when it's broken down. When all the ATP in your muscle is broken down, your muscle can't contract anymore. But if you've got some more phosphate in there to regenerate that ATP, the theory behind it is your muscle can contract a little bit more and get a few more reps out. There's theories to believe that it works or it doesn't work. You recommended that you should cycle it. You should cycle it just to give your kidneys a rest after 12 weeks. You want a 2-week come off because you want your kidneys to flush out and give them a rest because of the extra extra creatine in your body. I don't know, I don't take it, but it works for some people.
Yeah,
it works for you.
It works for me.
So it's personal preference.
I mean, in terms of protein, I usually try and get all my protein intake through foods. But obviously, if I'm not hitting my protein intake for the day from my food, I will have a protein shake just to try and fill up that deficit. But protein shakes don't really bother me, to be honest. I would, if you are thinking of taking them, try not incorporate them in your calories for the day. If you were going to have one, make sure it's going to be like an extra bit of protein, rather than supplementing. Well, it's in the word, supplementing a powder rather than your food. Definitely try and stick with your food proteins rather than the not fake but not real proteins.
Yeah, I try and get my protein as much as I can from food, and then I will take a protein, a whey protein when I haven't hit my protein goal for that day. I don't actually drink protein shakes either because I think they're disgusting. They make me gag. No. So I have them in pancakes or ice cream or like smoothies. But definitely, it isn't a necessity if you are hitting your protein goal. If you can't hit your protein goal from foods, as a student, like eating a load of chicken and steak all day is expensive, and it is cheaper to get a protein shake at the end of the day. And it is just, then no supplement is a necessity for training.
No.
They're just add-ons and they help you along the way.
Yeah. Right, we've got a very interesting question coming up now. Would you ever take steroids? I'll let you answer first.
No, I wouldn't take steroids. I want to be a natural bodybuilder. I like training naturally, achieving your genetic potential. I understand why people do take steroids. If you are competing, you're at such a disadvantage if you don't take steroids, and they can be done relatively safely. But personally, I don't want to take steroids. I wouldn't even take Roaccutane for my skin because of the side effects. Like I'm a bit of a baby when it comes to drugs and stuff like that. I don't know, I don't want that stuff in my body, and I want to train naturally, and I feel like maybe I'm cheating myself if I took it.
I completely agree with that. I wouldn't take any, because then when saying like 5 years time and you're absolutely huge, I feel like a bit of an idiot saying that I am on steroids. You want to have a natural physique. You want people to look at you and think, wow, they've achieved that without taking steroids.
Promote a healthy lifestyle as well.
Yeah, it's not that healthy taking steroids, obviously, because it's not natural. Your body will be put under a lot of strain, and I don't think there's any point in it. Of what I want to achieve, I don't think I need steroids. I just want like a healthy, active physique that people can look at and just think that's a great physique. And yeah, no, I wouldn't take steroids.
No. Positive and negatives with training push-pull legs. Right now, I've done push-pull legs in the past. And I've done a similar thing to you. I've had a push A, push B, pull A, pull B. But I found like, for me, my physique, I feel like my arms are kind of lagging. And I feel like at the end of push workouts, hitting a bit of triceps, or the end of a pull, hitting a bit of biceps, it wasn't cutting it enough for me. And I also want to strength train more, so I've actually switched up to hitting more compound lifts and then accessory work, and I'm hitting arms 3 times a week. Push-pull legs is a brilliant split, don't get me wrong. You hit everything, and you constantly can hit like a chest emphasis workout, or like today we hit shoulder emphasis workout. You can switch it up, and it is a brilliant split. And I'd recommend it as a basic split, as a starter split as well, even just a 3-day-a-week split. And then you can turn it into 6-day-a-week. But for me personally, right now, I'm not a massive fan of it.
Well, I've just started a push-pull leg split. Same as what Tim said. In terms of arms, you're not going to get as much emphasis on your arms as, say, with another split if you did back and biceps, chest and triceps, shoulders and then legs, like what I did before. But that's a 4-day split, and you're only hitting each muscle group. We're hitting it twice over 8 days, if that's even if you don't have a rest. So push-pull legs, you're hitting each muscle group twice every week with a rest day as well.
Yeah, so it's a big positive to push-pull legs. Yeah, I agree.
And what I've tried to do is I've tried to lower my volume that I do with my arms and just up the frequency. So say at the end of the leg session, I will hit triceps, push if I'm doing some flies or superset with a tricep extension. So you're just trying to make it more frequent rather than volume. And that's my kind of way of getting around the fact that you're not going to be training arms and to like your full potential due to you working your back or your chest and your shoulders. let's go. If you go anywhere in the world, where would it be? So a bit more of a lifestyle question. I personally don't really know, to be honest. I would like to go to Australia, so I think it'd be great to go there. Definitely New Zealand, because I'm a bit of a fan of The Hobbit, I'm not going to lie. So to go to Hobbiton would be absolutely insane.
Where is that? I've never watched
New Zealand.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that where they filmed it?
Yeah. Hobbiton, the actual town where the hobbits are. Imagine going there and filming that, that'd be insane. But yeah, anyway, let's see.
You know what? Fitness culture. Fitness culture in the gym.
Yeah.
That's where, probably Venice Beach, LA, train at Gold's Gym and just explore LA, somewhere like that. Yeah. I don't know.
I'd love to go to Alpha League Gym as well.
Oh, Alpha League as well. I'm back on fitness. Where would I go as like a holiday? I don't know. Like,
bit of Ibiza.
Oh yeah, Ibiza, Bora Bora.
I'm going to Ibiza this year. That'd be great.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Are you? To be fair though, isn't it like dead nice as well? Like,
yeah, it is nice.
Apart from the party side, it's like a dead nice place. I don't know, somewhere like Hawaii or something like that. Like a fly a drone, get some sick angles.
I've got a question directed at Tim here. What made you start YouTube? Interesting.
What made me start YouTube was, one, I love watching YouTube, and a lot of my favourite YouTubers inspired me to create my own content. Yeah. Two, I wanted to get my knowledge across to other people about fitness and about bodybuilding and training, because YouTube helped me back in the day, and so I wanted to give something back.
Yeah, definitely.
And three, really, like I've just always enjoyed editing and like computer work and just filming and like just technology and editing. It just interests me, and so that's something like the three reasons really that I started YouTube. And it was hard at first, like getting my confidence up to actually put that first video out there was pretty daunting.
Yeah, well, I'm very similar actually. I've watched it for the past like 4 or 5 years. I've been watching people like Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, Steve Cook, Joe Delaney for the past 2 years, and I've always kind of looked up to them and thought that would be amazing to be able to do that. Having a hobby like filming and making videos and making a living out of it, meeting people, helping people out. So that definitely caused me to want to start my YouTube channel. It took me a while for me to start it because I was always quite bothered about what people thought about me. I was quite worried that people would judge me, but you're going to get that in anything. You just got to grow some balls and just do something that people aren't doing. Exactly. So that's something I had to get over, and ever since I started I've had loads of support. It's been great, and I'm definitely glad I've started, and I'll just love to see where things go from here.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. It's a sick hobby.
It is.
Is there any money in YouTube? I don't get no money. Right this current minute, I haven't got monetization on, so I don't get any money. There is money in it, not a lot of it now. There used to be. Yeah. It's depending on your views and that, but not a lot of it. That's not going to be. It's not going to be your main source of income, is it?
No. Well,
unless you are.
Unless you are like. The thing is with YouTube is that you need obviously a big fan base, you need a lot of subscribers, and you need to be getting a lot of views going through your channel, and that's how you do produce money. So obviously all the money comes through advertisements, and obviously the more people more people watching your videos, the more people are going to see advertisement, and that's where you do get paid when people interact with advertisements. If they watch it for more than 30 seconds, say,
is that right?
Or if they click on the advert, that's when you get paid. So for like me with like 600 odd subscribers, I get absolutely nothing. I probably get about £10 a month, which is obviously better than nothing, but it's nothing in terms of an income.
Better than what I get.
Yeah, but you need to. But 10,000 views. That's when you reach your monetization thing. So once you reach 10,000 views, then your channel starts getting monetized. Tim hasn't reached 10,000 views yet. He's getting close.
Yeah, fairly close.
So he will be getting paid soon. But yeah, in terms of like the big YouTubers, they're getting paid so much money because say they're getting 1 million views or 2 million views per video and they're uploading pretty much every single day. When you get the typical thing is $1,000 per 1 million views. So say they're uploading every day and they're getting 1 or 2 million views per video, they're getting a couple £1,000 a day, and if they're doing that for months and months on end, they'll be getting a nice little income. But in terms of little people like us,
it's a hobby, isn't it?
yeah, it's no income in it really for us. Yeah, it's just fun. It's just interesting.
And obviously your big YouTubers, they don't just get money from YouTube. They've got sponsorship deals that they get money every single month. They get money from, like, well, fitness people get money from plans that you buy. So like it's not always their main source of income, even though you can in the end get a lot of money from it. But the little people don't really get any money.
I've got a question from one of my mates. Baseline or techno? Definitely techno. 100% techno.
I couldn't tell you what either of them are, and I don't listen to any of them.
Techno is the one, man.
I'm going to say techno just because of Tom, but I'm more into my American hip hop, grime, R&B. So I don't know. Techno. It's got to be, hasn't it?
Techno.
It's got to be techno.
Groovy, mate. Groovy. Honestly, I'm grooving on a night out to techno. I've got a message from someone. Out of training, what do you do in your free time? This, pretty much.
Yeah.
Filming, work. Obviously, yeah, uni work's quite a big thing.
Football's a big thing in my life.
Yeah, watching football, playing football.
Chilling with mates.
Yeah, just having a great time, really. Having fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're just your standard teenage lads having a bit of fun. What made you start training?
So for me, when I was younger in secondary school, I was quite chubby and overweight. I used to play a lot of football, but I actually got into trick shotting and Call of Duty. And I would come home from school and I would sit there with my feet up, trick shotting until late at night, trust, with a tub of Haagen-Dazs and a bag of chili heatwave Doritos. It's no lie, and I'd just sit there and scoff them all night. And kind of gave up a lot of football, regained it later on, and I got quite overweight. And I remember walking down to PE, it's a true story, in this white PE polo, and overheard these two girls chatting away, and they were like, oh my god, I didn't realise Tim was so fat. And honestly, I was heartbroken.
This is emotional.
I wanted to go home and just cry to my mum that night, I'm telling you. And from that day on, I got really skinny. I started doing a load of six-pack shortcuts, circuits and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the abs and that.
Yeah. And Mike Chang back in the day, before he cheated, and I just did loads of, I got so skinny, I was like properly anorexic, and then I literally just got into bodybuilding. My friends at home got a bench press, and we used to bench every day, and then I just got into bodybuilding and training, and then it's just progressed from there. What about you?
Yeah, for me, I've always been quite skinny. I'm naturally skinny genetically through my mum. So to be honest, I don't really know what started me. I've always been interested in the whole fitness side. I've always played football, so fitness has been a key thing for me, keeping healthy, eating healthy food, stuff like that. So I thought I'd just try out the gym, see where it'd take me, and then after probably about a month of training, I realised that it was for me. I was really enjoying it. I was
falling in love with the process.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it motivates me to do more in life.
Yeah, it does.
Going to the gym, because you can see a process happening with your body changing, and if you can keep up with that, because it's such a challenge, and it is such a struggle to try to keep up with. I can't explain.
Yeah.
It's such a big process.
You get so much out of it in life, more than just getting bigger muscles or getting stronger. And as well, when someone notices your progression and tells you like, I haven't seen you, it makes you feel so good. And it's just such a healthy way of living, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, and you meet a lot of nice people in the gym. Like, I've met Tim through the gym.
Yeah.
So if I didn't even start any of this, I would have never met Tim. I wouldn't have a bloody clue what was going on. But yeah, it's obviously increased my confidence massively. I'm much more of a confident guy. I can go up to anyone now and have a conversation with them. I'm not shy. I was one of them guys that when my mum asked me to ring, say, the bank, I'd be too scared to ring the bank because I wouldn't know what to say. Or go to the doctors, I'd be too scared to go to the doctors because I'd just be, I don't know, I was just that kid that I struggled in them kind of situations. Didn't really know what to say to people. I was slightly socially awkward if I didn't really know people, but it's made me a much more motivated and just driven human being, just to smash anything in life. If you can achieve something that you've worked for years, like a physique, you're not going to get a physique overnight. To get a decent physique, you need to be training for years, and it's such a big process. If you can do that, you can do anything, like actually anything. And yeah, I think that's it, to be honest.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up the video here. It's going to be a bit of a longer one, but I'm sure you guys will stick to it and watch through it. Thank you so much for watching. Tim's YouTube channel is in the link in the description. You would have seen him before, either in the video before or after this. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Subscribe to Thomas Roundtree, legend.